Welcome back. This is your man Warrior, and this will be a brief video of some Bronzium Data Card pack openings. There's 25. I got enough to do 24 plus a free one. So I'll be doing 25 Bronzium Data Cards. Now, the only reason why I'm doing this is we all know that most of this is just going to be gear, is because people want to see the drop rate. They want to see how frequently you get shards or how frequently you get characters. And to really get a drop rate, you've got to do a wide swath of these. You can't really go off of a single drop here and a single drop there. So I like to save these up in packs of 20 or 25 and then do them, and then I can track the data to see how well things are dropping. And I have unlocked over the last few months 5 characters that I did not have, and then another half a dozen characters that I did have that got converted to excess shards. So pretty okay drop rate as far as characters go. As far as gear, I've only gotten 2 pieces of gear that were ever really considered, I guess, rare. Purple gear. The rest of it has been all the cheaper gear that everybody gets. And something else, I really think that this is a great spot or location for them to drop other things inside of the game that we like, that they could drop. For example, they could drop in these random 1 or 2 dot mods, or a 3 dot mod on occasion, or maybe a 5 dot like the purple gear. I just think that every facet of the game that we could get should be available in these as well. And I know the drop rates for the really good stuff would probably be extremely low, but I think it would be a great addition. So if anyone from EA is listening, that is my tip of the day, is for them to add to the Bronzium Data Card packs all the cool stuff in the game that doesn't currently have. Now let's see what the Bronzium Data Card pack has. And so these are all the character shards up top that you can unlock. It's almost every character in the game. And then you can see all of the gear that you can unlock. And of course, there is some decent purple gear in here that you have a chance at unlocking. And then of course below, that's a lot of stuff. Then below, of course, there is all the characters that you could actually roll and unlock. And it goes from the 1 stars to the 2 stars, so on and so forth, because this is how many stars they are when they actually unlock. So I have on my account actually got Barris from one of these Bronzium cards. So this does in fact happen. Now let's go ahead and get right to it. Let's open them up and let's see what we roll today. So as usual, some basic gear that I probably have zero desire for. Although I have to say, when I first started, there was a lot of good gear in here that really helped me. I would open these up and then go run to my characters and see what slots I could fill, and there was always something that dropped that I was able to use on my characters early on. So this is definitely a tool for newbies, people that are just starting in the game, and I really love that they have this feature of the game, even though it's not extremely beneficial for higher level characters. So it's just one of those things that it's nice that it's just one additional aspect of the game that they're providing. And again, that's not a bad piece. Some of this raid gear is medium, and training bots, that's always something people are looking for. Basically looking to see if they're going to give me any character shards or characters, and if so, who. Now all of them that they give me will probably be characters I don't need, which will go straight into my shard shop as a conversion for shard shop currency, and that's really what I'm looking for. If I get none, that's okay as well. I did want everyone to see just kind of what we're getting. And credits are always welcome, although 500 is a little meager. There we go. They gave me a single shard of Plo Koon. So that's not a horrible drop. 1 shard is better than a sharp stick in the eye, right? and a shard for 5s, which I already have. So I was able to get 2 single shards, one for Plo Koon and one for 5s. And I don't have Plo very high, so that one will go towards him. And then, of course, this one is an excessive shard, so I'm going to convert it to the 15 in currency. And I've got some currency, only 105. I don't even have enough to get any Vader shards right now. Speaking of Vader, I don't know if you saw my previous video, but I was able to get Vader to 6-star yesterday. And so I went a little bit crazy gearing him this morning. I got him to gear 8, and he's only 1 away from gear 9. And I think that I can get this in the next day or 2 between today and tomorrow. This is an easy piece. I already have one of these sensor arrays, and so all I need is 50 of these. Now, this purple gear does drop at a terrible rate. Now, this is going to be an actual true tip of the day. I want you to listen carefully because this is something I've tested time and time again, and it works for character shards, it works for gear, and it really, really, really works and works well for getting mods to drop. The RNG, every time I do this, and of course it does have an exception and occasionally doesn't do this, but for the most part, this is the way it works. Your first roll, when you're looking for mods, let's say, you'll roll 20, let's say, you'll do 20 sims, and you will get you'll get 3 out of your 20. And then the next time you do 20, which will be like your last 20 for a lot of people, or maybe you only have 17 remaining for the last roll, you'll sim 17, and now the 17 you'll get 5. And people always say, why is that the first time I rolled 20 and I got 3, and the second time I rolled 17, which was less, and I got 5? Well, it's because the RNG almost always, I would say about 4 out of 5 times, 80% of the time, stuffs your very first roll and gives you a less than par roll. And so what I have found is that to get the most shards, the most gear, the most mods when I'm rolling, what I do is I will do sets of 10 instead of sets of 20 on simming. And it works out. If you sim 20 at a time and track how many you get of whatever you're farming, and if you do 10 at a time and track whatever you get, you will notice that you actually will get more in the long run with the same amount of energy if you do 10 at a time versus simming 20 at a time. So try it out. Tell me how it works for you. It works wonders for me. I always acquire more character shards this way. I always acquire more gear this way. I always acquire more mods this way by doing 10 sims at a time versus the 20 sims at a time. Plus, if you only have enough to do 20 sims, you're only going to get 1 RNG roll. If you do 10, you'll get 2 RNG rolls, and statistically, one of the rolls will be better than the other roll, and you will always get more if you do more rolls, if that makes sense. Hopefully that helps. That is an awesome tip of the day. I have had my team test this out, and they have found that statistically it works phenomenally well. On a rare occasion, of course, the game's RNG will prove me wrong, but 4 out of 5 times, this theory works well. Of course, for anybody who is a avid fan of my videos, you got that tip, and anybody who's not an avid fan will not watch this and not get that tip, and that is too bad for them for not watching this video. This is a very important video though, especially for that tip. So if you liked this video, go ahead and like it. You can subscribe to my channel to get all of my videos. By the way, I have going to be, after today, 52 videos uploaded in 1 month. That's pretty exciting. That means I'm doing more than one a day. So if you like fresh content, I'm definitely the way to go. I also have a ton of character reviews that'll be coming up. I'm going to be going through absolutely all of the characters in the game at some point, even if I don't have them, or even if I have them not so well. Or not so leveled up. And so anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. As always, keep your gaming on. Warrior out.